Welcome back to my channel, friends. Thanks so much for stopping by. So I've mentioned this a time or two in some other videos, but earlier this year, I decided to take on this year-long project of making multimedia mini artwork pieces just over the whole year, which averages out to about... Hi, voiceover Morgan here. I completely forgot to mention when I was filming this intro that it's 100 mini art pieces over the year. Please continue. 8 to 9 pieces per month. So like I cut out a stack of paper, and it ranges from oil and acrylic to Bristol to watercolor paper. So I can use all these different kind of mediums. We are now in the month of June. So ideally, being halfway through the year, I should be approximately halfway through the mini art project. But I am not. I counted how many I have in my little index card file folder system here, as you can see. And I have 34 pieces, and we're halfway through the year. So I had a bit of a panic yesterday and started to devise how can I catch up. And I have made the insane decision to make at least 26 pieces in the month of June to catch myself up, to actually get myself ahead of the game so that by July I can hopefully get back to just the 8 to 9 a month going forward. That is my insane plan that I'm hoping I can follow through on. So I'm going to document it for this month and take you along on this journey. Last night I made 2 pieces for June, and then I sketched out 6 more that we're going to start with. So I will have what is it? I'll have 8. I'll have my 8 for June, but we have to make all the other ones. I want to show you the pieces that I made last night. I did this little ink drawing, which I'm very fond of. Can you see that okay? It's just a play on like the finger gun and the toy pistol that usually says bang, but it says boop instead. And then I made this baby. These 2 little buns. Very happy with how they turned out. So this one was Macaron fine liner and alcohol markers, and then this was colored pencils. And then I sketched out all of these last night. So what is this? There's 6 here. So yeah. So we've got our 6. And these ones are mostly on watercolor paper because that's the one I haven't used enough of. But am I going to use watercolor on them? Probably not. I'm probably still going to do like alcohol markers or something just to kind of like move things along. So that is the plan. Will I succeed this month? I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to document the whole thing. Oh, I'm insane. Let's go. The sketches on this stack all come from my ugly sketchbook. They're all just little doodles that I liked and thought, that would be a cute mini art piece.
It's been quite a morning, but I got 5 pieces done. Got one more left from this stack of sketches that I already made, so I'm gonna get to that later because it is lunchtime. Yesterday was a lot. I got a lot of pieces done. I made 7 pieces. I've got one left from the original set that I made that I'm gonna make today. I think I've got one more in mind. So I think today I'm going to only actually make 2 pieces. And then I'm gonna focus on the plan going forward. I'm going to do a couple of different series so that I can knock out like 5 or 6 at a time and I don't have to worry about subject matter. Like for example, trees, probably do some trees. So yeah, that's the plan today. Here we go. This piece is also inspired by a doodle in my ugly sketchbook. In my last video, I drew inspiration from a library book I checked out all about wildflowers. The illustrations in that book have inspired a lot of sketchbook spreads and even some other mini pieces for this project from the month of May. This is a painting of the plant mugwort. I've simplified the plant into basic shapes and it's been showing up in other projects I'm working on, so I figured, well, it should be included in this one too. So we've completed 2 for the day. We've got this one and this
fun. And that brings us up to 43. 43, great. Okay, so that means we have 17 more to go? Yeah, awesome. The rest of the day, I'm gonna chill and I'm gonna percolate on plans going forward. And I think I'm gonna take a break tomorrow, but I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good about this plan. It's a little less insane than I originally thought it was gonna be. Progress. It's Monday. I didn't film over the weekend, but I did do 4 new pieces. They're all in colored pencil. We've got Crow Friend, and I started the tree series I was talking about. So, yeah. With those 4, I have 13 left to make for June. I have a real case of the Mondays, so I'm gonna take it easy. I think I'm gonna do some watercolor cloud pieces and just see where things take me. I have to admit, I'm not thrilled with them. This was a little bit of a learning curve for me. I haven't really done pieces like this before, but it was pretty meditative, and I think I needed that because, again, it's Monday and I've got a case of it. I'm pretty happy with how this one came out, but of course it is the one that got like the the edge torn a little bit. But yeah, I like it. I'm sure I'll look at these tomorrow and be like, these are fine. There's nothing wrong with these. Why was I so hard on myself? These 4 mean that I have 9 left for the entire month of June. And then I will not only be caught up, but I'll be ahead of the game. So then I will hopefully not have to make 20 some odd pieces in 1 month. On this day, I was filming a Patreon exclusive video where I was already working with my Posca pens. And I looked over and noticed that there were 4 colors next to each other that reminded me of the Miffy the Bunny palette. And just seeing those 4 colors together just inspired me to make this little guy, which, as you'll see later on, turned into a little series of its own. I stumbled on this technique on Instagram the other day and just thought it was so cool I had to try it. I tested it out in my sketchbook and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some mini pieces out of this. Basically, it's a lesson in water control with watercolors, using enough water to not only create shapes and lines, but to combine and blend colors. You can get a really cool drip effect out of it if that's what you're going for, but I just think it's really soothing and I want to play with this style even more. This is the only watercolor pencil I seem to have in my stock. I think I got it from an art snacks box back in the day. But after using it here, I'm like, I need to get more colors because this is really fun. The way in which you can push the paint around and still get that detail from the pencil itself, I just think it's really cool. Since I don't have any other watercolor pencils, I just used a regular colored pencil here, and I think the waxiness of it also created some really interesting textures and details, so that's good to know. Hi, VoiceOver Morgan here again. I just wanted to come in real quick and say that I started this piece off by messing it up. It's not supposed to be a green background, it's supposed to be a yellow, so I fixed it off camera, but this piece was determined to break me. For example, I had all of these little spills of paint, and luckily I was able to clean this one up. It fell within the parameters of the color, so that's fine. But you're gonna see a lot of that happening. This piece did not want me to make it, but I did. I triumphed in the end! That last piece, the bird, was our 57th piece. That means 3 more. I only have to make 3 more. Oh my gosh. Moving right along, moving right along, moving right along. We're coming into the home stretch here. I took a few days off from the project, noodling over what the final 3 pieces would be, and I decided the subject was going to be pigeons. I mixed some metallic paints with my palette to give that sheen that pigeons have in their feathers, and I wanted to focus on the colors of the pigeon in this first piece, so I went with a grid/quilt pattern. I love these birds, and they've been done so wrong by humans over the years. Did you know that there are pigeons who have been awarded medals for their service in World War I, flying over and through war zones to deliver messages to soldiers? Heroes. Heroes is what they are. This session was special because off camera I was enjoying a video chat / art date with a friend of mine in Michigan. We spent some time catching up, working on our individual projects, and just having a long overdue lovely time with each other. Just contented sigh. This little friend was inspired by a random sketch in my sketchbook, and I was like, you know what? She's gonna make it. She's gonna make it into a final piece. Here we go. Springboarding off of the whimsy of the previous piece, I just pictured this little pigeon with some oversized sunglasses, and I thought, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna run with that. In the final piece, the sunglasses actually ended up being much smaller than I had originally anticipated, but I really like it. I think it turned out exactly how it was supposed to. As I was wrapping up this last piece, I decided to add a layer of metallic gold to the lenses in the sunglasses. It's a fun little extra touch, and I'm really pleased with the results. Friends, it's done. This is 26 mini pieces that I made in the month of June. I am now not only caught up, but I am ahead of the game, and I should now only have to make 6 pieces a month from July to December. Totally manageable. I'm so proud of myself. Now that I am caught up ahead of the game, I want to do a little post-mortem for what this process has taught me. The main takeaway for me in creating all of these pieces in a short amount of time is that planning. Taking as much thought out of the process as possible will actually help me to create more. What I mean by that is creating multiples of one topic took the thought process out of the equation, so I wasn't sitting here going, oh, well, what do I want to make? What do I want to make? What do I want to make? I just compiled a list of subjects and was like, okay, I'm going to make 3 of these, or I'm going to make 4 of those. Going forward for the next 6 months, I have compiled a list of subjects that I can turn into multiples to accomplish my goal of 100 mini art pieces. For example, landscapes, cacti, classic hairstyles. What was I thinking when I wrote that one down? I don't know. And then there are some pieces from this month, like for example, the finger gun boop one. I want to make more of those with different words. At the end of the day, having a list of subject matter that I can just pull from, no thoughts about it, I found really helped me to complete this portion of the project. It took me 6 months to figure this out, but I got there. If you've made it all the way to the end here, thank you so much. Thanks for sticking with me and throughout this insane process. I hope it maybe encouraged you to give a project like this a try. It is far less intimidating. I'm telling you, far less intimidating if you come up with a list of subject matter. This is the part where I say, if you like this video, maybe you subscribe or follow me on Instagram or on Patreon or something. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Those are options. Those are just options that you have, is what I'm saying. On the Patreon note, I want to shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for your continued support. Y'all are just the bee's knees. Yes, you are. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Do you see this? Do you see this? Hey, how you doing?